10711, State of Texas versus Jose Celedonio. You can unfold your hands. We're here because of your actions, not because of the actions of your attorney or the actions of the state. Do you understand? And we're here for me to make a decision whether or not to follow your plea bargain agreement or do something differently because you chose not to appear and you've been missing for a year. Do you understand? Do you have any children? What are their ages?
10, 8, 6, and 5.
What are their birthdays?
Birthday is Bella is November 20th. Joey is September 23rd. Julian is January 10th. And Baby Jax is December 31st.
Where are they?
They're in Louisiana.
And so since you work part-time and you live with your parents, that means that you're not supporting them financially?
I am.
Oh, really? How much money are you sending to them?
It's not a lot, but it's a little.
Then that means you're not supporting them. Babies can't live off a little. People need to stop having children and expecting someone else to support them. Guess what? You're living with your parents is what you told me. So you have a roof over your head and you're depending on somebody other than yourself to place a roof over the head of your children, feed them and clothe them and buy them what they need for school. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I changed. I've been sober for 6 months.
You have not changed. Yeah. Who's here on Jose Celedonio?
Jackson Lindsay on behalf of Jose Celedonio, judge, ready to proceed.
All right, where's Jose Celedonio?
He's in the jury box there.
All right, Mr. Celedonio, if you'll come up. Court is calling 2020 CR 10711, State of Texas versus Jose Angel Celedonio. Could our parties announce for the record for the state?
Somebody back for the
It's drug case. State has agreed to defer. For the defense?
Jackson Lindsay on behalf of Mr. Jose Celedonio, judge, ready to proceed.
All right. And are you Mr. Celedonio? All right, I'm going to need you to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of deferred adjudication to a possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams. You entered a plea of no contest. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. You did not appear for court, and now we're here. And you did not appear for court on June 30th, and now it is October. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state proceeded on the lesser included offense and they recommended deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes.
Any objections, state?
No, Judge, I'm reviewing it right now, but I don't see any objections that I have.
Defense?
Okay.
All right, so defense, you want to start with why your client didn't show up for court?
I don't have that answer.
All right, do you have an answer for me?
Well, I had
Let me have you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State your name for the record.
Jose Angel Celedonio.
All right, you put your hand down. Why didn't you show up for court?
I had put car trouble that morning, and I was trying to call. I was having trouble getting the video call going, and I tried calling the office, but I never got my friend's office. I never got an answer.
So you were missing June, and I'm not even really going to count that because it was for June 30th, July, August, September, and now we're here. Tell me why you think you'd be a good candidate for probation when you can't even show up to be sentenced.
Well, I guess with the wrong crowd, but
don't do the hanging with the wrong crowd with me. You know why? Because if those people were before me, they would say they were hanging with the wrong crowd. And when I asked them who is the wrong crowd, they mention your name. So guess what? When people hang with the wrong crowd, guess what? You're a part of the wrong crowd and you're one of the wrong people.
I just made a bad judgment.
So are you employed?
I was working, like landscaping, doing a side job here and there, but not like, fully employed.
Why not?
I couldn't get a ID because I was wanted. And, I have an ID, but it's in Louisiana.
What do you mean you were wanted?
Well, I was on the run there.
So you were on the run for this case that you're supposed to show up to court. So now we go from I couldn't get a ride to I'm on the run.
Or whenever I had the court date, I had court.
And just for clarification, I believe you said that he didn't appear in June of this year. I think it was actually June of 2021. So it's been a full year.
Oh, thank you. I didn't notice the 2021. I don't know. I don't think your client is a good candidate. He's been missing since 2021. State, are you still wishing to proceed with this plea? I think he's a horrible candidate.
Judge, I mean, it is a case where we've submitted the paperwork, so I think the court is free to follow the agreement or not follow the agreement. We would not object to you not following the agreement.
Do you all want to have a discussion? Because I don't think he's a good candidate. He's been missing since 2021. And he's not being straightforward with the court because I thought he was only missing from June of this year. And he let me assume that. Well, no, you did, because I said, we're not going to count June. I said July, August, September, and I stopped there and I held up 3 fingers. So, that meant 3 months, but you've been gone for close to a year. So if you want to discuss this with them. Herocilio Padilla.
This judge.
All right, where's your client? Come forward. Let me tell you how I know you have not changed, because the part of being sober is owning up to your mistakes, owning up to the bad choices you made, apologizing and taking care of legal issues that you may have and other issues that you may have, and you did not. The reason why you're in custody is not because you turned yourself in. Did you turn yourself in?
I do not know.
So what happens is that you were still running. So you're not really in the phase of your sobriety where you should be. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Taking care of my kids.
You mean children, kids, or baby goats?
Children. Give me another chance around. It's been difficult, but I know I made a mistake, and
Nope, you made a bad choice.
give me the chance to prove to you that I can finish it.
All right, probation, what is the wait time for ISF, cognitive and substantive?
It's right now approximately.
Okay. And what is the wait time for just cognitive?
It will be the same amount.
Okay. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication, $500 fine, probated, 120 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 hours will be waived. Court is going to require parenting classes. That'll be the triple T. Once you complete those parenting classes, the remaining of those hours will be waived. Proof of employment within 30 days of release from custody. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's going to be the UA hotline upon release until further notice. ISF, cognitive and substantive, and that's to happen, he's to remain in custody.
Yes.
Reporting in person or by Zoom. Field visits 2 times per month for 3 months, and then it will be as needed by probation. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?